Exciting blitz game. Magnus Carlsen playing with white pieces and he already started his game with move knight c3. Big surprise, and Alireza Firouzja with black pieces answered with move d5. Of course, he is fighting for a center, and let's start. My name is Petr Koutný and I hope that you are going to enjoy watching this game because this is exciting blitz game between two chess stars. Magnus Carlsen played knight b5 and he is going to attack pawn on c7 twice. So Alireza Firouzja is in the beginning of this game under fire and he has to defend this pawn. He found it interesting way how to do it and played check and bishop a5. So for a while pawn on c7 is okay and is well defended, but e3, and that's something like London system, but not exactly the London system. Short castle, knight f3, knight d7 and a4. Another threat here is b4 and Alireza Firouzja has to be careful. He is careful of course and played move a6 and Magnus b4. So two minor pieces are under attack and what to do? Okay, variation bishop b6. I believe it's absolutely everything fine. Maybe here black is a little bit more passive, you know, his pieces are placed behind pawns and that's a passive, not lost, not terrible, but not great against Magnus Carlsen. And I understand that Alireza went for small complications and he took a knight on b5. Magnus accept this challenge and now this piece is hanging and behind this piece is hanging rook. So bishop b6 is a mistake of course, and now Alireza took on b4. That's interesting sacrifice because in case of rook e8 there's a check. It's a mistake to go knight d2 because knight e4 and white is already lost. So that's a first variation how this position is going to be sharp, but of course white has to go to e2 and knight e4, maybe knight b6 and f6 following with e5. Okay, exciting position where white's king is under fire, and in a blitz game I believe here in black's position more than in a white's position because attack, counter-attack time, and that's exciting position. Unfortunately, it's only sideline because let's come back here after exchange on b4. It was again on b4, exchange on a1, and after a few more moves, position looks absolutely normal. But what is normal? Here is a double pawn. White's got two bishops, super strong knight on e5, and of course is going to play short castle. What is good to watch is this queen has a chance to go to a7 and to attack pawn on b7. Black's plan should be to go knight d7 or knight e8, knight d6 and knight c4, and I believe that square on c4 is looking good for black's knight. So knight e4 happened, okay, is going to d6 and c4 immediately, short castle knight d6, and maybe I believe that here is interesting variation queen a7, just to be more aggressive, just to be more angry, and say bishop b5 once, twice, queen b7, f6, maybe queen c6, and after this exchange, okay, not a huge advantage for Magnus Carlsen. I understand that he saw this variation, but he was not happy to play this variation without any blood. So, okay, for this reason, Magnus played queen b1, and if nothing, he is challenging pawn on h7, so knight d7 happened and queen d1. Magnus is going for attack and he is going to attack black's king. Of course, maybe here he is losing pawn in a spot, but it's important to be more aggressive, and who cares about material. So rook a8, queen g4, f5 and queen g6. I believe that here the best black's move here is queen f7, and just to go to play this endgame knight c4, and it's a question if two knights are stronger than two bishops. Okay, that's interesting position, but unfortunately on his sideline, because Firouzja played rook a3, now bishop h5, and okay, it's a question what is more. White's attack looks danger. Black's king is under fire, but at the other side, Black's knight are doing great job, and Black's rook on the second rank still great. So exciting chess game and exciting game. I hope you're enjoying, because right now Magnus Carlsen is not going to sacrifice a bishop because that's a pin, but he's danger, and still I believe that queen f7 is the best defense. Maybe Firouzja is hoping for more than for draw, but let's check this variation: queen f7, take, and maybe rook b2, and I believe that this position is draw. It's not easy draw, but for these two great players, that's it draw. So okay, let's come back, because both players are fighting, and knight e2, it's a super strong and super active move, because this is a counter attack against this rook, maybe against pawn on f2, and of course it's a question who is attacker and who is defender. Now rook c1, knight e4, pawn on f2 is under fire, b6, Magnus Carlsen doesn't care, and exchange. So what's happened? This file is open, and that's important for white to stay in the attack. So maybe f3 is not bad at all. Knight f6, that's a variation. g4 looks crazy but looks interesting, and I believe that this game is a double-edged game with chances for both players. Exciting blitz game where both players are playing for victory, and everything is possible and nothing is impossible. So let's come back. Bishop f4 happened, and knight c4, bishop g3, and after a few more moves this game is not going to be exciting. Both players are going to play fast, and okay, they are going to play up and down, so nothing special happened till this move. And here after now rook a1, Alireza Firouzja is going to play a blunder, say a losing move, and unfortunately he missed a really simple move, knight e3. Okay, knight e5 is a losing, knight e3 it's a probably winning. So just wait for a losing move, and now watch the winning move, what Alireza missed. Knight e3, of course, just to accept this challenge there's a checkmate in one, so that's a threat in one as well. I believe that maybe rook g1, it's a mistake, because after rook f2 this pawn is simple under heavy attack, say check, and black is 2 pawns up. I believe that that's enough for Alireza Firouzja to beat Magnus Carlsen. So again, knight e3, say maybe bishop g3, rook f2, still the same threat, checkmate in one, and white has nothing stronger than to go for queen h4 and queen d8, and that's a draw. So that was the best way how to play this position. Unfortunately for Alireza Firouzja, he just missed this chance and played knight e5, and that's game over. Here white is super strong in attack, going to play queen h8, g8, just take this pawn, and he's hurry with his pass pawn. It's a simple, it's a strong, but it's a winning. So check, take, and of course after this Alireza Firouzja resigned. No way how to stop this pawn. Of course, black has chance to go to e2, e7, take, new queen, game over. I think that it was a great game. I hope that you enjoyed, and if yes, just feel free and press like or press follow and made my day, and see you tomorrow. See you. Take care. Bye bye.